how I love Dark Souls. Let me count the ways. This weapon is the Crypt Black Sword. And smashing people with this weapon feels like hitting them with a house. And From Software and Dark Souls games have that down to an art. Creating these weapons that have weight, that are appropriate to the speed, and it never gets tiring. This is a bunch of clips of just PvP stuff that I picked. It's not very long. And this is just, you know, a love letter. It's a love letter to this game and these weapons that are in this game. And a lot of it is because of the hype that's building for Dark Souls 3, and I'm hyped for it as well. But what am I supposed to do in this situation with these two guys staring me down? But you know, like the weapons that he's using, great weapons. Murakumo and then the Demon's Great Hammer, you know, they're great weapons to use. Everything in this game is optimal. For people saying that one thing is overpowered and not overpowered, it's not really true. Even, you know, when I find myself feeling that way sometimes about spellcasters and stuff like that, you know, everything can be used to great effect. But the weight of the game and the design of the game is what draws me back to playing these games over and over again. And this is why I appreciate them so much. Without the online multiplayer, the fighting game system of this game, like, I would still be playing it, of course. As an RPG, as a game that has a ton of variety. I got into the Soul series early on, before I even had an internet connection. So, you know, like, the PvP is what's kept me playing. What initially got me into the games was, of course, the PvE. These clips of these invasions, smashing people with this giant slab of steel, never gets old. Even though this weapon is extremely high damaging and punishes rolls and has weird phantom range, it can be fought, and I've fought people, you know, tons of times that have just straight up shut me down with a spear, or by parrying, or just by dodging altogether until finding an opening. And each player has their own playstyle, and that playstyle is also affected by the weapons that they use. As far as invasions go, that hit almost killing, one-shotting that guy, you know, there's not really much to say. If you make a build and say you don't put health in your build, you are going to get one-shotted. You are going to get smashed to shit by this weapon. If you play predictably, you're going to get beaten. That got loud all of a sudden. So, smash, and smash, and it never gets tiring. It never gets old. So, yeah. Love letter to Dark Souls. I mean, see, that weapon that he's using has an identical moveset to the Crypt Black Sword and can be fought in the same way, you know, like, his build could be the same build as my build, and it's an even playing field. And, you know, if there's anything to be hyped about with the next game, is that the balance that's in this game will be in Dark Souls 3. So that's the love letter. Such a good game.